So what we're talking about right now is we're talking about the we're just summarizing what we did last lecture. So up to last lecture, we are in a position to know what is the agent task environment. I hope now I'm audible. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So the agent task environment or task environment, TASK, last lecture I actually write it a wrong spelling over there. That agent task environment is composed of four components, as I was explaining it right now. The four components being performance measure, the environment, the actuators, and sensors. Why we require agent task environment? We require agent task environment in the process of building a rational agent. So if I want to build a rational agent, okay, the agent task environment will give me some sense in what comes in the scope of that problem. So अगर मुझे rational agent build करना है तो task environment provides me the scope in which I need to work in so that I can build a rational agent. Remember, we are doing analysis and design. Out of that, we are doing an analysis phase. We want to develop an AI artifact. And right now, what we are doing is we are studying or analyzing the situation for which that AI is going to work in. Okay. So to do that properly, it is always good to think of the situation that we are in or the scenario that we are in to articulate these four components. These four components, once you articulate, you will form an abstract representation of the given problem that will have some agent, okay, or set of agents which will have their own actuators, their own sensors, okay, they will have certain to refer to as their environment, and there will be some performance measure defined using which your agent program can be written. Okay, ultimately what you want is to write an agent program. That program together with other agent programs will be acting as your software that you are going to refer to it as an intelligent software. So the rational agent is providing you that abstract view wherein these four things are important. And what I've done over here is I've listed what is their role or what kind of role they play in building a rational agent. The actuators and sensors play the role of providing the ability to the agent to communicate with the environment. Okay, so the sensors will be able to pull data from environment to the agent, and the actuators will give the facility to push the actions as they are referred to. Why we call them as action? Because we are going to manipulate the state of environment. So actuators and sensors, and these two components is very obvious because we can think of input process output model all the time. So we, as a IT engineer, we are always keen in finding out, given a problem to us for programming, what are the inputs and what are the outputs. And then the other thing that we think of is how I convert inputs into outputs. What kind of organization of the code component I can do. That part we're going to replace it with these two components, the performance measure and the environment, because now the actuators and sensors are going to be utilized or used in a episodic or in a fashion wherein we continuously are going to have an interaction with the environment. So there should be a clear cut idea of what environment the agent works in. Okay, then only we will know how to model the state of the environment which the agent may able to manipulate using the actions that it emphasizes using actuators. Okay, so that's the whole idea about the agent abstraction. We have already learned about that given a situation we should be able to articulate these four things. uh, the last of the four thing is about what do you mean by or how to understand the task environment itself, how to study the task environment. Okay, if I study the task environment well, it will help me in formulating the design of the agent, how the agents should be designed. एजेंट का जो आर्किटेक्चर है उसमें क्या क्या कंपोनेंट रहेंगे और वो कंपोनेंट एक दूसरे के साथ कैसे वर्क करेंगे, that would be yield when I know more about the environment, because ultimately the agent has to work in this fashion. It has to use its sensors and actuators to manipulate state of environment and get into a state where the performance measure is maximized. So we are trying to maximize the expected value of the performance measure for the agent. Okay, so that's how this agent abstraction looks like, and that's how it works like. One example that we saw yesterday was PEAS descriptors, and these are shorthanded as PEAS descriptors. Those we saw for where a taxi driver, which is an automated taxi driver. Okay, the performance measure could be a combination of multiple things taken together, which can actually counter interact with each other. So I may actually be have one performance measure which accounts for the safety of the passenger. The other would be maybe reaching the destination in a given stipulated time in a manner which is fast enough so that the time is saved for the passenger. But while the time is saved, it should also be noted that the customer should not be commuted through a area in the city which is not good for travel, which is actually maybe having many potholes or something like traffic is less, but then there are issues in between where there are a lot of signals in over there, maybe something like that. So there could be some certain legal restrictions, some whether the customer feels their trip is comfortable or not, maximizing the profit. So there could be various performance measure depending on what sort of scenario you are working in and what sort of automated taxi driver you're working in. You will be defining, based on these performance measure, some criteria to assess the completion of a tour or satisfaction of a customer or maybe profit of a taxi driver. So there could be different ways in which this performance measure can be defined. And as I told you already, there can be multiple uh, criteria which may have a trade-off between them. And you need to just maximize the benefit from the point of view of your agent. So if your agent is the taxi driver or the taxi fleet owning company, both or maybe one of them. So there might be different ways in which this performance measure can be defined if you change the actor or change the agent that you are considering. So performance measure is one part. Environment in which this particular taxi would travel is also another important thing. If you are talking about a city and we are having automated taxi driver in a city situation, then the road, the other traffic that passes through currently, the pedestrian, they are also part of the environment. The customer himself will also be a part of the environment of the automated taxi driver. Okay, if I take this taxi into a constrained scenario of a campus, okay, wherein there are roads, definitely traffic may not be that much, pedestrians may be allowed, may not be allowed, depending on what kind of campus we are talking about, and the customer will also be there. So the definition of environment might change the way we design the agent. Okay, a taxi driver in a constrained scenario where it is walking or working on a same path always will not have the consideration of performance measure of being fast or being safe. It may be or having maximizing profits. It will always take one particular path. Okay, something like say trains which take you from one location to the other location in a fixed manner. There it may be a different performance measure altogether. Okay, then the actuators would mean how you change or impart yourself on the environment, the steering wheel, the accelerator, the brake, the signals that the taxi has, and the honk or horn, also the display that the that the taxi shows to the customer. All these are kind of actuators. These give away certain things out to the outside world. Sensors could be the cameras mounted on the car. If you want to actually have a automated taxi which is being driven in a real sense, they should have some sort of HD cameras, some sonars, sensors, speedometers, GPS, whatnot. There could be numerous kind of sensors that you can think of such a problem would have. But then, which is important? What is important here is once you put that automated taxi driver as an agent abstraction, you're only thinking about the performance measure which is suitable in the scenario, the environment, the actuators and sensors, and all the gory details they go off. And that is why this is an abstraction which is good for doing an analysis of the given problem. So we are analyzing a situation for representing it as a rational